Hi guys, it's May 16 and we're back at the recording studio, Budget Videos here in Wellington, and talking about probably the most pressing issue we face in the world today, and that is a clear and distinct understanding of what democracy is and what we can expect it to deliver to us, because I think the crucial issue for the world now is that we do get a fair deal from our democracies, our so-called democracies, and that the citizens of the world understand clearly what that means. So far, definitions have been a little vague, but I want to actually focus on a fairly simple definition, one that takes under 10 words. And I think it's a good thing that if you can't actually talk about things in a simple way, then perhaps you shouldn't do it, particularly when it comes to politics. So for me, democracy is majority rule, minority protection, and sharing the benefits. And if you think about what it is to live in a fair and just society, all of those things need to be held in balance. Not possible for us to actually talk about democracy in any glowing sense unless there is majority rule balanced by minority protection. And the third part of that definition of democracy is that the economic benefits are shared. So I have quite strong convictions that we are born in this world with no titles, and we go out of this world with no titles, and that we have obligations to care for one another. We are our brother and sister's keeper. And a fair and just society must address these issues. I am particularly fond of some of the North American, Native American, Indian philosophers and thinkers. And one great Native American said that the white man was good at making things, but he wasn't any good at distributing them. And actually, I guess that's the nub of the issue, is that how we distribute the fruits of the earth. And remember that the ownership of the earth is really a collective issue. As I said, nobody is born with ownership rights, and they certainly do not die with them. Naked we come into this world, and naked we go from this world. Now, I don't want to actually get myself classified and labelled in any way, but there are intrinsic rights to a human being, and they are the right to have food, clothing and shelter. And I believe the right to work, the right to be able to provide for yourself and your family. And for those who are unable to achieve this standard, I believe it is a responsibility of the community, as it is stated quite clearly in the Torah, in Leviticus, the Bible, to the Judeo-Christian world. We are obligated to look after the orphan, the widow, the stranger and the poor. And so there are the responsibilities of the community, of particularly at this time elected people. There are lots of inequities that we see in this world, and I have been talking about, particularly at this time, how the profits are being privatised and the losses are being socialised. When we think of the economic crisis that we are experiencing, there's no reason why we should actually accept this situation. And in a democracy, I'm going to suggest to you that this is actually unacceptable. Yes, it is entirely unacceptable. Now, what you do and how you respond to this situation is going to depend on individuals and communities. But I think we have to call again for a clear and distinct understanding from our political leaders of what democracy is and what we can rightfully expect from it. Okay, we'll leave it there. And as usual, it's great having your feedback. Thank you very much, those of you who sent wonderful messages about my little cat Gem. The house is somewhat empty with her gone. And I absolutely love your contributions and your provocative propositions and suggestions, and I welcome them. This is also a place where we actually place a high emphasis on freedom of speech, and particularly intellectual and political freedom. Okay, thanks. See you next time, guys, God willing.